Hello YouTube, it's Supernova back with more combat mission Battle for Normandy. We are about ready to start this first series of turns. Let's tone down the trees a little bit so we just see the trunks only. What I'm going to do is make a slight... I can get onto this. Just going to make a slight change. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to split these squads when we start moving, which might as well be now. When they're in a more forward position, what I'm going to try to do is split them into 3 teams. A support team, a maneuver team, and an anti-tank team. So they're rather large, and I don't want to bring them all into action as one large clump. Let's get the icons back on there so we know what we're doing. Okay, we're essentially linking up with the 4th Infantry Division. We're attempting to, as they move south from Utah Beach. So there's quite a bunch of them. Okay, now let me see what I can do with these. First off, let me see what kind of line of sight we have here. It's pretty decent. Let me. I'm gonna remove those orders and let's. So first, I've split off an assault team first. Now, what do we get in that assault team? We get 2 Garand rifles and 2 Thompson submachine guns. Can we? Let's split an anti-tank team off. Okay, so we have the M1919A6. I think it's 30 cal, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 30 cal. Just as well. So how we're going to deal with this. Yeah. Go to let's get them a little bit further in that sort of position, so they've got more opportunity to target anybody that. I think as we dash across this open ground into the buildings, most of that visibility is going to be broken up by the tree cover. So I'll get the support element forward. And I'm going to get the assault group forward. The anti-tank team, I'm going to just keep these towards the rear. Kind of, have we got any? No, I wouldn't have thought we would have any special orders with them. I'm going to have to get these guys, get the HQ forward. To make sure that we retain good command and control, especially as we assault across the open ground. So doing the same thing with these guys. The assault team. And there's no anti-tank, there's no bazooka with these guys apparently. They do have, I'll figure out who soon. do have a Springfield rifle for support fire, sniping fire from range. So let me just push those a little bit to the right. So there we go. With the mortar team in position at the moment. They shake out a little bit more and some room for manoeuvre with those. It's going to be a while before we get reinforcements, which should be the other two platoons. See, those two are out of, or three teams there are out of command and control. That's going to be disrupted by these trees. Just going to get into these buildings here. Can't recall now. Is there yeah, there's plenty of support potential there from that building at the front. Okay, we have let's have a look at the plenty of line of sight here. Going forward into this sort of position. And that should do it.
Heads up, be on the lookout. Keep your eyes open. Watch for enemy units.
Really important that I keep this bazooka in a protected position. I don't want them to be exposed to enemy fire.
Yes, sir.
Now we have the what is it, 60mm mortar. Forward and ready to provide support as required. We need to get them forward a little bit more. Not ideal, but we need to get them forward a little bit more. The HQ forward. Just a bit more. These guys are now out of command and control, I think, yeah. But I don't really need them to do an awful lot more than just provide support fire as in when required. So we can have a clear idea of how this is.
Keep an eye on those flanks.
Good advice. See how kind of concealed they are in here. No, it's how far back do we have this anti-tank team? That's pretty decent. I don't want them to be too far forward. These guys should now have line of sight. They don't, unfortunately. Not sure why. Want them a little bit further forward and hope that that's going to be enough. It's going to 30 minutes and quick move them rather than hunt. Let's get them into. I'm not sure with that. The support team should be in a position now to give them support. And here we go for the assault, or at least a quick move. Still like to do an assault even though you're down to the assault team. But it's not an available order, unfortunately. It's just while we're here, get a decent screenshot. What have we got here? What a guy leading all on his own. Let's get everything back as it was, and we shall continue. Okay, we have second platoon. That's tree stumps back. If I can get back to it. There's okay, so we've got a similar setup here. This looks pretty much a done deal. We're going to get in here. Let's get up into. Should that be the third? No, I'm going to do is I'm going to get them into the second floor because they've got a bit more. I'm hoping that's going to give us a little bit more room for manoeuvre when it comes to getting into bottom floor. I don't think there's any windows to give us visibility. And now I just want to give them command and control boost. In fact, would that be the best place to get them? I don't think it's going to be actually. I'm going to also quick move them here. Light machine gun, where's it saying light machine gun? Not not getting that one. That's strange. Why is it calling light machine gun? Let's bring them up a little bit here. Put them on hide when they get there. Okay, these guys now are firmly going to be in position here. Let's have a look what we're doing. I'll let that go for the time being. Just let them get organised, let them get established. Let that kind of command group get established in the buildings. Okay, what are we doing here? Let's get this Shat Manor seized. This is the obvious way in. We're coming around the rear. If we do that, are there any gaps in the hedgerow? No, I have to go all the way. Is that a gap? Is that going to be fordable? Or is that just trick of the light? Don't think that's a proper gap. That is a proper gap, obviously, but if you go through there, you're going to be exposed to fire from all these buildings. I'm suspicious of that church. I think we're going to take fire from there. So I'm going to go through here. Now what I'm going to do... Let's see what I've got here. Same deal with these two. Split them again. So I'm going to use this. Where did that bazooka go? Am I looking at the same thing, or am I? Oh yeah, oh, it's a different one. So, I don't want this one, don't I? First squad. This essentially is a base of fire. Let's just move them forward. There's no point in rushing those forward. Put that right in that corner. I think it's going to have line of sight towards that. Let me do one of my infamous tests. Yeah, I think from there we'll be able to hit the barn. But for now I don't want to do too much with that. So we've got those set up now. No, I've got the wrong finger. It gets so confusing when you've got so many units. I'm trying to keep these assault teams near this breach. And finally, second squad B team. A lot of guys lined up behind this hedgerow, but where was that second squad anti-tank team? Just going to leave them in this sort of position for now. and gonna get them in a position to support there. And there you go.
Follow me. Advance.
That sounds like a lot of shooting. Suddenly we're taking fire from... Oh no, it's just the sound of them tramping around. And the I thought, actually, thought something opened up on us. Easy to get spooked.
Move them out. Let's go.
But it did sound like well, there you go. HMG. Hopefully we can get some fire down them for something, but could do with that mortar team now. Okay, we're all set up there. Let's go back and see what happens on this flank. Need to get that mortar forward into a better position. That is too far back now, or maybe it has line of sight, you never know. It's one of those things, you always gamble with these things. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Come on. Go. Go. Go.
Follow me, men.
I don't want to get too heavily engaged with infantry against a heavy machine gun. These guys do have the 30 cal. They have 3 rapid firing Garans, the M1 carbines as well, so they have a decent amount of... Not sure if I really wanted them to be engaging this HMG. They're so far back. You see they are taking cover straight away, which is a positive development. And that's just for the maneuver, sorry, the assault element rather than... See if we can keep the guy pinned down. Alright, it's not really gonna... It should have line of sight from there, I would have thought, but we shall see. Ah, it's not going to let me. That's unfortunate. I can kind of see that area, just can't. That's a real shame. Be very handy if I could get line of sight onto it, but looks like we're only going to be able to get line of sight right up close to it. And this is the anti-tank team. So there's nothing back here, you can see it. Just wondering what to do with this anti-tank team. It's not really... There's nothing really that stands out for me as a good spot to put it. What I do here is to get these guys forward. That's better. And these. Wondering how much ammunition these guys have got. What kind of ammunition is it is? Three HE, 5 grenade, 3 HE. Anyway. But it does like machine gun ammunition. Just move those up in a position where they can provide support. So these guys are going to be engaging in heavy machine gun, and then this, which is this one? First squad will then advance across the open ground, as the assault team will. Just bound forward with support fire as we can. Let me see if hopefully when they get into position they will have some line of sight. Hopefully they will not run into any issues crossing that open ground. So they're out of command and control now, but they've got quite a distance to go. Get into those trees without any issues.
Okay, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Essentially they're using these assault teams as scouts.
Secure the flanks.
I'll just keep moving first squad forward. Of course all the action is on this, on the right I suppose you'd have to call it. This HMG is now up and active. Gotta keep them pinned down as best we can. There you go, there's a foul. Okay, somehow with his camera controls. It looks as though we have them pinned down. We have to get them pinned down so first squad can get across the open ground. They're popping up the fire. Just gotta keep getting them pinned down. That's all we're trying to do at the moment, just keep them pinned down. No, not there, you fool. I see the HMG is going to be... Keeps pulling it way to... That's about right. Going to be very important to deal with this with a machine gun. Still leaving this anti-tank team where it is. We'll need to change its position just yet. Let's get this forward into this sort of position as well. I'll stick with this flank for now. Gotta keep this guy pinned down. No, it's looking pretty good. We've got him pinned down. Getting first squad forward. We're gonna really start moving the guys on the left flank forward now. So that's looking pretty good. Now let's start getting some. First squad moving. Check out this. Yeah, we have a line of sight there. Not really, unfortunately. Let's get them forward. Moving through there. Let's prepare these guys also to move forward. This is the second squad. Let's get also these guys moving forward into a position where they can start moving ahead. These guys are still moving through here, so. Just trying to keep this HMG pinned down. Look at that 60mm mortar to put rounds in here. Maybe get some sort of airburst mode going on. I just don't want them to interfere with the A-team, apparently. these guys moving across this road into this sort of position here, ready to. Let's go right back to the start. Let's just view what's happening with 2nd platoon. I really want to get 1st squad up into the area of this hedgerow. That church I'm thinking is going to be a really tough little nut to crack, so if we can. Gonna have to be careful. I don't want to be engaging defenders inside the church, even with a 30 caliber machine gun. So we can get into there. Let's get these guys forward into that position as well, right at the back of that. Facing in the general direction of the church. And where I can engage this HQ. There to regain command and control. At some point then the 2nd squad gets involved. But I don't want to get up to this hedgerow until I got some eyes on this barn. Okay, let me still so short of that. Hoping this mortar team, when it gets up, is going to be in a position to provide support. Just want to get it, this mortar, 60 mortar team in position before we start to push across that road. I don't think we've taken anybody out from this team yet, but we're just keeping the heads down. That sounds like fire from somewhere else, as I thought. Let's just concentrate on this for now. Mortar team is pretty much in position. Assault team ready to go. Let's see what's happening on the left flank. Hopefully our guys have got enough firepower to just pin down anybody that crosses their path. Like it's this team as expected. It's don't wander out into the middle of the field. Stick by the trees.
Go, go, go!
Get into the trees. They're really taking the wrong position there. See, if they'd have just kind of gone straight and stuck with the trees, they wouldn't have encountered that enemy. So they got away with it. That's still problem for me with combat missions. Sometimes they just wander away from cover for no really good reason. He's a little bit suppressed, not too bad. No casualties yet. And we've got one more. What have we got? One more platoon arrived. Can we hit that building? No, we can't, unfortunately. I'm guessing we can hit it. Well, we've got visibility on it here, but we're firing at it from somewhere. But it won't let me pick out a firing position, which is just a shame. Just gonna try to game it a little bit and just make sure that they stay clear of that open ground on the left. Let's double check which should they're actually going to be facing, or I need them to face. I can't get forward on the. How am I going to get into this barn? The only entrance is on the. Well, there's one to the side, but I don't want to enter through that way either. So I've got to put suppressive fire down to this barn, and I just can't seem to. No. I want to split them. I should be able to see that. Somebody's seeing that, but I can't figure out. I thought this unit here could see it, but I'm not sure. I could flank it from here and get into these trees. Is there any gap in the hedgerow here? No. If we get through here, get up to this hedgerow here. The alternative will be to get onto this hedgerow here, but we're going to take fire. If we're running across this open ground, we're just going to take casualties from the flank as we go forward. I have to just see if we can get around on that flank, because I don't really believe that we can get through there without sustaining casualties that I don't want to. If we could get this mortar team to actually hit something in there, that would be. Again, I can't seem to figure out a line of sight, and these guys in first squad are not going to be. I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to cancel that one too, really. Just keep them a little bit back. the moment, just leave them in position while second squad will hopefully get around the flank. And just careful of them getting into flanking fire themselves, but I could gamble and just rush them across this open field, but I've got absolutely no support fire, which obviously is not ideal. So hopefully that flank is going to be open for us. So fantastic. Bit of, well, you can only be hopeful that you're going to get some decent. Or if the enemy pops up, they're going to pop up where you want them to pop up. So then give them 10 seconds of pause. Make sure that 60mm mortar gets in a position. And then get them across here. So keep an HMG pinned down. Not inflicting casualties on them, just keeping them pinned down. Getting up to have a look, but then think better of it. A bit worried about the flanking fire. Hopefully they're going to get across there without any issues. Bit risky, but got a close on them. So that's gone pretty decently so far in that situation. May just be that there's just a HMG in that area, but I expect there'll be some infantry somewhere. Get the support team here set up with second squad. Hopefully they're going to have in a position to provide some good covering fire while the assault team moves.
Now listen up.
I'll just work them along the hedgerow. Actually, I might keep them away from the hedgerow to a certain extent. Hopefully that will prevent them taking fire from the barn. Although there's a couple of hedgerows between them, so it shouldn't be an issue. So let me see what kind of line of sight they've got. Decent. Anybody interferes in them, that should be okay. So let's get these guys quick moving. So that's on the position there. Hopefully they're going to be safe in that position. We're out of line of command and control for the moment, but not an awful lot I can do about that. Mortar team forward. Not an awful lot. I don't want to commit these guys too far forward in case they start taking fire from these buildings. At which point they really need the support of second squad. So I'm going to be a little bit. Let's get these guys organised as well. Okay, what we're doing with them. I'll push all the way through. I don't believe that there's an awful lot of use for these buildings here. They've got no windows, giving us any advantage there. Can we get into these two buildings here from the rear then? It's not going to count as an entrance. Yeah, it should be. That's a door. It's a door, so we're okay. These two buildings here are the ones that we want to get into. Can this provide us any support positions now? It can help us out with the HQ platoon getting in, but we need to get infantry into those positions. Okay, let me... So what is it? Second platoon getting into this sort of an area. If I can get one of these two squads into these buildings here to provide support fire. Is there windows on the actual ends? No. They can provide a little bit of fire. That should be enough. Get myself organised. What do we have here? Bazooka team. HQ support team. Second squad. B company HQ. There I will split them into their constituent parts. Now what about second squad? What are they going to be doing? Don't want to have to run down this road. That's just a bit too dangerous. Can I run them around here? Then across that open ground. Yeah, that looks like the way to do it. I don't like trying to come through this hedgerow. Don't think there's any breaks in the hedgerow here, so not that I can see. There's one here, but we kind of break through this and find it again. Here you go. We run through there, come around the side. That's even longer, it's even further to negotiate. So what I'm going to do is take both squads. I can get them organised. Let's get this HQ. Between them. And get the mortar team set up as well. Bazooka team, now that leads me to believe I'm gonna come up against something unfortunate. There's a gap in here. This might be a good spot, this kind of area just short of the crossroads for the bazooka team. Let's get them into this sort of position here. where they can just kind of lie up and be in a position to intervene as required. So the company HQ up there too. So there's a lot of movement going on there. I don't expect them to be too exposed in that position. So he's moving across there. We have still these bunch of guys standing. There's a lot of them, but unfortunately I can't get them to bring them to bear right now. I might be able to bring this mortar team forward into this sort of position here to target these buildings. And let's just leave them there for the time being. Let's have a look at 3rd platoon. I think it is 3rd platoon, isn't it? Yep, it is indeed 3rd platoon. So these guys are almost up to where they need to be. See if we can test line of sight here. Nothing. Now is the time to shift them across. That's a little bit, I need to shift that across a bit more, I think. That will do. And these guys are 1st squad, so put them in a position of support as well. Really like to put something down there, but it's not possible. So let's go with that. Just keeping them pinned down. That is definitely the big threat right now. Gradually moving forward. 2nd squad is keeping them pinned down nicely. Running that 30 cal ammo down pretty steadily, but they're doing what they need to do, which is just to keep that HMG. Rather just use up that ammunition than have that HMG open up and give us a hard time, but there comes a point I have to take that HMG out rather than just keep expending ammunition on it. We have here 2nd squad 18. Just want to get forward, acting like scouts basically, heavily armed scouts. Just making sure that we're not going to run into any issues when we move the support team. Got to keep that 30 cal machine gun alive. Obviously it has a lot of power behind it. Certainly more powerful than the BAR. So only 2 enemy units identified so far. What's happened to that HMG? Anyway. And in the centre we have 1st platoon. So it's all pretty textbook so far. Pinning the enemy down while we manoeuvre. The nice thing about these American airborne squads is they have a lot of firepower, a lot of flexibility. so long as you just split them down. It's the first time I've used them, I think.
Let's go.
So it's a learning experience for me. I've got a lot of these guys moving forward.
Move out, man. Let's go. Move 'em out. Let's go. Move 'em out.
Okay, now still waiting for those tanks. When are they? I suppose in about 8 minutes, isn't it? We're expecting armour. So we are looking good so far. Just gonna let that let the scouts get forward a little bit before we bring the support forward. They are within command and control of the HQ. Support team. What am I doing with this support team? Let's get those guys forward as well. Nothing I can do here. If these guys moving forward nicely. I think that's pretty much it for this turn. Keep that HMG pinned down. I'm sure it's still in there. I don't think we knocked it out yet. I don't want it to pop up and have to react to it popping up. But as soon as we got this other squad forward, I think we can pull back from that fire. I don't want to blaze through all our ammunition shooting at ghosts. As soon as first squad are in position, I'll cease fire on that position. Down to the 600s for the ammunition. A lot of stuff still to do. Just want to get this a little bit further forward before I bring up the support team and get them in a position where they might be able to engage that barn. I'll have the support team engage the barn. So there's nothing happening there. This is first platoon.
Keep moving. Let's go.
Almost in position, ready to go. I'll just wait till these guys are absolutely in position. Don't want to move the bazooka team forward yet until that should be a really good position firing on that crosser, unless two crosser really. Should have a line of sight to two of both those positions, so now it's time to get these guys forward. This sort of fucking find a good spot here for them. Come on, give me a position around that corner. Give me a position in that corner. Ah, it's not going to give me a position where I want it. I'm going to have to I'm going to have to go a little bit further than I wanted to go because it won't give me the position that I want. It's going to bound forward a little bit. Going to get into this position here. And he's rather bunched up here, but for the moment, not a great deal I can do. Still getting these guys just quite lined up, ready to go. What kind of line of sight do we have actually? It doesn't look great, does it? I'll have to use those trees when it comes time to advance. That's if I could get a position I'm really happy with there, but a bit bunched up, but I can't really do much about that, unfortunately. Now I'm going to clear these targets. I think that covers it for this turn. I think I've got it all sorted out and organised. Just going to try to swing around here. This just so we can put a little bit of support fire into this barn. I'm going to have to see. As I said before, I don't want to use this fence to get through there to attack into this barn, but in order to get into this barn I need to run around the front of it, which obviously is going to cause issues. So I've got to get some support fire into that to just pin or rout that German squad or team or whatever it is that's in there. Okay, this should be the only. Picked up another contact. Guys, get into that. Don't walk around in front of the trees. Get into the trees. Get actually into the trees. Don't walk into the open field. Get in under the trees. Get under those trees. Oh, why are they walking in the middle of the field? Why are they walking in the field? Get in under the trees. They've both pushed right. That's frustrating. Why have they pushed right? They've both of them pushed absolutely to the right. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to just manhandle them this way. But they've pushed right completely opposite to where they were supposed to go, which is really infuriating. Stick on that side. Now where's the sound contact? Trying to get a reference point on that spot. I want to go a little bit. That's, well, it's not really where I was pointing to, but yeah. That's better. Can't I get this mortar team to actually hit where I want it to hit? It wants to be deeper than that. But it won't go deeper than that. It just keeps pinging back to. That's better. I'm putting a bit of fire down onto that position, which hopefully is going to get these guys out of jail. I don't know why they swung so far to the right. But never mind. He's not going to give us any cover, I would have thought. Let's just have a gamble and see if we can. Well, that's going to work out. Hopefully that is going to put us in a decent spot. These guys are now closing on where they need to be. Don't want to get those guys any further forward than they already are, because they're going to get exposed to fire. Let's make sure these 60mm mortar team is facing the right direction. That's pretty much it. Let's get rolling. Armour should be appearing in another 6 minutes. Ah, we're taking casualties. Get under the trees, get under the trees, get under the trees, get under the trees. Get under the trees. Get into cover in the trees. Get under cover in the trees. For heaven's sakes, get under cover in the trees. They're still in the open. This is what I don't understand. They're still sitting in the open. Get. Why would you crawl across the open ground? Why wouldn't you get under the cover of the trees? They're still standing in the absolute open, in this little scrubby grass. Get under the cover of the trees. There's absolutely no reason for us taking casualties there. Absolutely no. I really don't understand why they would just push right across to the right there. Puts us in a really tough spot. Purely because they didn't follow the orders they were given, which was to get under the trees. It's quite often with combat mission, they tend to just kind of wander off. They'll jump over a wall into clear sight of the enemy or whatever. That was going so well until that point. You have to really be so absolutely careful to make sure your units are going to do what you tell them to do, and absolutely examine it in minute detail. So the support team is in place, there shouldn't be any concern about fire from there. You know what, we could. Would it work if we run this? Could have actually put that support team through there maybe. That could be the better option actually, you know. It could be the better option. I just don't know what fire I'm going to take from that. From the squad in that barn. Don't know what kind of line of sight we're going to get then until we actually hit the thing. This should be fairly straightforward. The only worry I have is coming around this corner. So we have, what is that? Reinforcements, rifle, few of infantry support, right. Which entails 1 Stuart and let's just get organised with what we have. We'd see if I can get these guys to actually just get out of that way. First and foremost, let's get in a position where we aren't going to be totally exposed to flanking fire. I'm taking fire from these positions. I'm not getting anywhere apart from just some sound contact. Come on, there's a hot spot there somewhere. I'll have to do. Wish it would snap at that sort of position a bit easier. It's a bit of a pain getting these. It's a complete pain getting these sometimes. I mean, is that really close to it? I'll have to do. But anyway, it's right up here. And we're ready to go with this. And what am I going to do? It worries me. I'm gonna just change that plan a little bit. Be a little bit bolder here. I think this is going to be the smarter way of doing things. I may have proved to be completely wrong, but let's get them down in that position there. Right, now what are we doing here? Those guys are running into there. So one of these squads has to run around this corner, which is Mind you, there's going to be no fire from maybe that building there. That's the only one that's going to cause us any issues, maybe, but we might be able to get around this corner without any issues. But that's all dependent on there not being any defenders in these buildings here, which is a bit of a risk. Which is a huge risk. I don't like going into there without without having it sorted that out. When am I going to use this light tank? Is this going to be able to get across? Any breaks in this edge or no? I don't want to run this thing down here and then find that it can't get over this edge, because you do never know. Even though it's just a little bit of a hedgerow, you do never know. It's only a Stuart, so, and I don't want to end up wasting time running it back and forward. But this will be a position I prefer. I don't like pushing it down this road here because it's going to be exposed to Panzerfausts. Is it going to be worthwhile? See, if I give it a quick move down, order down here, and the AI decides, you know what, we can't do it that way, we can't go that way, it'll just push it all the way down this road and then it'll get hit by a bazooka. So I'm going to get an order here. Order here, then just can I get it? This is a long way around, but does that make sense? A lot depends on whether it can get over this hedgerow, and I'm not convinced that it will do that. I'm kind of semi-convinced it's going to do something totally different. I'm not going to do that. I just don't trust it. I don't trust the AI, to be perfectly honest. So I'm really dependent on getting into these buildings here and push 4th Infantry at that point down this road. So that is the plan. I think I've got everything sorted out. Probably going to start working these buildings over with the coaxial machine guns of this Stuart. What the heck was that? What the? Oh my word! That just, yeah. Well, see ya. One squad down. Bye bye, squad. That's not playing by the rules, is it really? See ya. See ya, fellas. Nice knowing you, but see ya. That's a bit sneaky. Yeah. That's not playing by the rules. Never mind. That was unexpected. We've got an anti-tank gun and a mortar in there, so yeah, okay. That's pretty much bringing a machine gun to a knife fight again. Nothing I could have done about that. I couldn't have foreseen that. No tactics in the world is going to save you from something like that. Mortar and a anti-tank gun just... Well, it might actually be an infantry gun by the looks of things, not an anti-tank gun. Looks like an infantry gun. You just can't... I mean, look at that. That's pretty horrendous, isn't it? So there you go. Nothing I could do. If you want me to capture the high ground, do not put an infantry gun unannounced on my route of advance. Absolutely no hope of doing anything against that. We're taking fire from somewhere. Where did we take fire from there? Looks like from this building, this white building. From what I can tell. Okay, now I'm going to have to switch this up. And it won't let me do that. So I may just lose another turn. Now let me hit that building. Thank you. Okay, let's see. I don't even want to look at that. Third platoon, they're just getting wiped out. But just totally outgunned. There's not much I can do, really. Question is, am I going to get slaughtered in that position there? There's nothing I can do. I don't think. Do I have? Okay, I've got those 105s. No. Nope. And there's just nothing I can do with these guys apart from just get them the heck out of there. Run away! We're pretty much done with those guys. There's nothing I can do with them now. I just need to click on this. But I don't know, I'm not fond of things like that. It's like, yeah. You want me to take the high ground, but you're gonna flank me with heavy infantry gun. Once that dust clears, am I gonna get... Nah, there's no line of sight there. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to deal with that, to be honest. Not at all sure I'm supposed to deal with that, but never mind. One of those things. Three casualties? What? 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 Why are we taking 3 casualties all of a sudden? There you go. There you go. Not a great deal I can do, unfortunately. What? Not another one, surely. You've got to be joking. You've got to be joking. Another infantry. Seriously, you have got to be kidding me. 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 Oh yeah.
Find cover. Stay down.
I'm not sure what we're supposed to do here. We just have way too much enemy to deal with. Just taking huge casualties. Not sure why, not sure what is causing these horrendous casualties, but we seem to be suddenly taking huge casualties from heaven knows where. What is shooting these guys up so badly? I have a machine gun. And a HQ. Okay, this is starting to go very, very bad in a very, very bad way. So let's just get out of here and just get out of here basically. Just run away. Because we are just getting slaughtered. And I don't know. We're just getting slaughtered for the sake of it at the moment. What? I'm not getting this. Why can he see it, but the support guys standing next to it can't see it? But apparently they're taking incoming fire from a unit that they can't actually see. What is going on with that? I don't understand. But now they can't see either. Okay. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, we are just running out of ideas here, unfortunately. But I am baffled as to what I'm supposed to do when I'm confronted with two infantry guns. When I've got a Stuart at best, I don't get that. That just seems a bit odd. Can I just whack this barn here? No, I can't whack that barn. There's no line of sight. At least let me hit this from this flank. Yes, thank you. Let's just smack this. Running out of ideas very quickly in this, unfortunately. I'm just gonna have a bit of a gamble and see what we can do for that. See if that's gonna work. A bit reckless, but I'm fast running out of ideas, to be honest. Fast running out of ideas. There can't be enemy armor as well, because if there's enemy armor too, then I'm really tied it basically. No line of sight. Obviously no line of sight to that. I'm just running out of ideas here. It's just we're in such a poor position. I'm not sure what we can do. I just need more armor. You know, try to press some sort of victory or something. We're gonna have a little bit of luck here and get these guys in here. Oh, these guys. Oh, what on earth? They're still having a go at that. Can't leave the poor fellow alone. Okay, we're having a little bit of luck here. Okay, so we've got a heavy machine gun. In that house, well, yeah. Okay, how the heck am I going to do this? I'm running out of ideas fast. Just going to try to assault into there. Whacked a couple of rounds into there. I'm just going to have to hope that that's enough. So. Can I have to? I have to take a big risk with that because I just really and truthfully don't know how else I'm going to do this. He's fought as well. Got to try to relieve the pressure. As tough as that is and as reckless as that looks, don't really have much choice here. Leave them in position for the time being. Let's hope the Stuart manages to survive this escapade. Nah, they've had I was hoping we'd be able to get across there, but no, didn't work out as planned. And I'll just run in full view of the enemy getting shot for a bit. What's happened to that Stuart? The only hope I have is just to get this Stuart in a position that it can hit these buildings. Oh, where are you going? It's a straightforward, simple thing just to run across the open ground. Go! Thank you. What is it doing again? It's taking its time. Get going, get going, get going, get going. And yeah, these have had it too, really. So there's a lot more. Why have these stopped firing it? Oh, because I told them to stop firing. I just don't know how I'm supposed to take out these 2 infantry guns. I really don't. This Stuart is going to have to be an absolute hero. Come on, guys. These fellas pinned down. Keep firing, keep that up. This has all gone a bit wrong, but 2 infantry guns is going to be really difficult, especially when we've been pretty severely slaughtered. Gonna have to get this infantry squad, 4th infantry squad forward to these buildings. Maybe we can get line of sight. Onto the first anti-tank, first infantry gun. In these buildings. Gotta be worth a try. I like it a lot better to Stuart would turn itself around a little bit. Not going to help much without armour, but at the same time it can't hurt. What have we got? Engineer. I'm not sure if I really need engineers, but why can't I have a face order to turn it around so that it's going to be in a decent spot? No, they can't see. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to capture that high ground if I can't get a line of sight onto an infantry gun that's covering it. I don't understand that. That has me baffled, to be honest. Oh, come on. Second squad, what's the second squad? It's anti-tank team. Strange, losing track of what they're doing here. Oh, there you go. These guys on the top, aren't they? Let's start getting these guys forward into positions that I can. Let's move them along here. They should be okay in this sort of position. Not in the middle of the road, please. Let's find a decent spot for them. Let's get these forward up as well. What else have I just been given? Engineers. Well, okay, thanks. You give me a lot of stuff that's just going to be absolutely of no use to me whatsoever, but thank you. I think I appreciate that somehow. It's just not going to be the kind of stuff I really need. I need armor. I need some I certainly don't need bazookas. Unless we're going to have this massed armoured counterattack, which I highly doubt is going to transpire. Wow. I am just struggling to be able to deal with this. These guys have had it. These guys have just pretty much had it. Could I get them a bit more support with this infantry now? So there's so much stuff going on here. Trying to get some infantry in. That's what I can really do. Sounds good. That right flank, there's nothing I can do on that flank. I mean, look, just got tons and tons of infantry popping up, and infantry gun firing from the flank. Good luck with that. I just don't have anything near the requirement. I just don't have anything near the requirement to do it. We just have not got a chance here. I'm just gonna have to leave them there to get slaughtered because we don't have anything like the tools to get that job done. So third squad. I'm not at all sure how we were supposed to do that, to be perfectly honest, but just assault through, see if we can start working through it and just... The high ground, I'm sorry, but you just can't capture that unless you're absolutely Superman. Just don't have the tools to do the job, unfortunately. That's pretty much it, all we can do, but we're getting absolutely slaughtered here. It's totally outgunned. And that right flank is just totally pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. Never had the numbers to do that. Um, just not sure what I'm supposed to do with these engineers. They're just not what I need. I'm not short of infantry. Well, I'm starting to be short of infantry. I'm just short of actual hitting power. How much ammunition has this got left? Oh, it's got plenty of HE. Just gonna try to wear them down, flank them, do whatever I can. Sure if this HMG in this white building is still active. Working our way forward here. Sure, we're facing the right direction, which is always a good start. Really could do with another tank or two. Really targeting this infantry unit if I can. They're gonna bail out. It's nice to see. Keep on another unit here. See what happened in the centre. We can capture these two locations here, but we are not going to get anywhere near the high ground. We're just absolutely done. Unless I can swing around and flank it, but good luck with that. Oh, that doesn't look good. Where are you going? That doesn't look sound good. Sound like a Panzerfaust or Panzerschreck. This is very much. It's like a loader. There you go. What are you pinned by? Is like one fella. He's bailing out. Okay, then both those guys were killed, unfortunately. Which is rather unfortunate. But, second squad are coming forward and hopefully they're gonna so working our way forward here. And just got a couple of guys left. Why have you stopped firing? And I'm not sure that that's cleared yet. Do they look like a snake? The HQ forward. See if I can put down some 107 fire on that one. Just see if I can get them a little bit further forward. And just don't get spotted and shot at by that infantry gun. That would be my advice. Probably going to have to start saving 37. Well, it's got plenty, hasn't it? 30. It's got 40 rounds, 39. They've just had it there, to be honest. Counter-strike team there. They should be too far away for that to be effective, I would hope. Stop worrying about the HMG team in the white building again. I'll secure these buildings, I can then think about pushing the paratroops across. Throw them first platoon across to make the assault on the pond complex. Dude, don't be trying to hit the fellow with Panzer Strike from that range. Surely not. I just really hoping that's not going to be a problem. There's still plenty of fire coming out of that barn, even so, with this amount of fire that we're putting into it. I just don't get that. Okay, we got windows facing. We indeed have, which is handy. That is first squad, that is first squad. Okay, I'm gonna quickly. Oh, it's actually not on third. Second floor. combat target. Let's start hitting them with flank fire as well. Go to the second floor there. Third squad moving up. Let's get the command and control sorted out again. Not really sure what we're going to do with it. Well, it's just may as well bring them forward a little bit. Well, these are high value targets. I don't want to lose any of those. We'll move these forward in case I find a use for them. At the moment I'm just trying to keep things alive, but not really sure. Mind you, with these guys have got bars, which is kind of surprised. I thought they had bazookas. Some have, some haven't. Not this one. Yeah, there's nothing I can do for these guys. They just have to fight out as best they can from that. They have just so much stuff up against them. Panzer Strike Team. Nothing we can do really. Okay, so let's get it rolling again. Shot up from there, Panzer Strike Team, unfortunately. 2 casualties. Oh, come on. Come on. Are they equipped with nuclear weapons or something? It's a Panzer Strike Team. Why? There you go. Look at those casualties though. That's a bit over the top. That's a little bit over the top. HQ. Well, let's turn our attention onto this church. Not smiting that. What on earth? These guys just found themselves. Get into there and let's just start. Right, let's just go for him. Got this sorted out. Here we are. So everybody's opening up on that one. No, 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 no. Keep them targeting on that. Ideally, I would have liked to have targeted on that, but they can't see those, which is a shame, so... This is around to here. We can push the fire troops forward.